my correct people, you are welcome back again to my channel. Nice meeting you here once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. I appreciate you. God bless you. Now, if you are here and you are yet to subscribe to my channel, kindly help me hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Now, reports reaching us now, allegedly, all these are all alleged stories, is that they say Oni has sacked three of his men, three of his workers, yes, those who work with him in his company, not domestic staff, but those who work in his company, yeah, in his organization, that he has sacked them because, due to insubordination and carelessness and negligence of duty. Yes, these are the reason why Oni sacked them. These are the things that were written in the sack letter that were given to them. And the offense there is that they said one of the wives, one of the Oloris, went and told them to give them the Oni official stamp. That official stamp is not the one, is not the general one that they use, when they want to stamp any document or anything, letter or wherever. But this very one is the one that belongs to Oni Orisha himself, the Arule Oduduwa. Yes, this one is his own personal private stamp that he uses and seal that he uses. And this man just, when one of the Olori walked up to them in the office and asked them to give them this stamp, stamp, and they said actually it was one of them that the Olori went to. And when she communicated to this one, there are certain things that happen in an office that you feel that, oh, you don't want to do this alone, you want to include others, or perhaps you want to bring in others to hear their views and all that, and hearing also from there on what to do. But instead of these ones to tell this other one the truth, that this one, this seal, this stamp, you can release it, that it belongs to Oni himself, is his personal seal, that there are some documents he sent out that he has to write himself. Yes, Oni there are things he needs to write himself, even without involving the lawyer. He writes it himself and use his own personal stamp to stamp it. And they said such stamp is for him, is for royalty. Yes, is the one he used whenever he wants to write a royal letter or a document from the royal palace to whoever he's sending it to, not official now, but his royal duties. And they said that seal happens to be in his personal office, office, yes, in his own office that he has in the company. And they said that fateful day when this woman walked up to this man, this particular man in the office, the one that really in charge of Oni's office, because if Oni is in the office, it's more like a PA, yes, or people call it secretary, to the Oni, in his own personal office. And they said when this Olori walked up to him, he told him that he needed Oni's personal seal, or otherwise known as stamp. And they said when he told Oni told this man this, the man was skeptical. He was like, no, they really want to give this man, this woman, the stamp. And they said he beckoned to two of their staff and inform them on this issue, to hear from them. And they said they concurred to it, that you can go ahead and do it, because of course they said she pays some a token. Yeah, you kind of bribe them. And they said when they concur that you can go ahead. After all, is it not money? Only will not even know. After all, she's not going to do anything bad with it. Are they suspecting that she's going to do something wrong? But after all, they can just go ahead and give the stamp to the wife. And they went ahead and gave her this stamp. And they said there's this letter this woman wrote to somebody in I think in the US or one of this country. And when the letter got out, this royal seal, this royal seal you people see, it's not a common seal. Oh, it's something that when people see it, people that understand royalty, people that knows about royalty, when they see this thing, they understood that this thing is a very serious issue. And when you see such letters, when it landed in anyone's hand or any organization, they treat it with utmost urgency and respect. Yes, because it's from a high rank a monarch. So they said this Olori now sent out this letter, because she has written a letter. I don't know who they say she wrote it to in one of this country, and they said the person there is a high ranking official, that once he sees that seal, he will immediately attend to the letter. And she succeeded in sending her the letter and everything. And unknowingly to this Olori, that Oni and this person that she wrote to are in good rapport. Yes, they are in good rapport. And immediately he saw the stamp, he quickly reached out to Oni and was like, I saw your message and I will actually look into it. And they said Oni was flabbergasted, like surprised, like shocked, like, I don't understand, are you joking or you are serious? And they said the man told Oni that I am damn serious, because I saw a seal for a message from you, and and he said no, I did not send any message. Neither do I. If I have any message to pass across, I will definitely let you know, because of course I have your contact and we'll be chatting. So why would I send a message without even informing you that I'm going to send a message that you are going to help me to attend to? And they said Oni was like surprised, and he said no, I never sent anything. And he said it is your seal that is on it. Of course I know your seal, I know everything, I know your stamp and all that. I saw your stamp, I saw your seal, I saw everything. He said no, that is not from me. And they said Oni was not happy at all. He was not happy. He was so sad, and immediately he called a meeting. The first people he reached out to was his wives, and they said no, the first people he reached out to was his office. Yes, office, especially that man that serve as his PA in the office. And otherwise people know as a secretary, is a secretary, at the same time the PA to the monarch. And they said he called him on phone, and it was like, come, what happened? I remember for some time now I've not been to that office. What happened to my royal stamp? And they said the man was just initially he said no, nothing happened to your stamp, everything is intact. And he said only said no, something has happened, because that particular stamp they used, because the man sent everything to Oni for Oni to verify if really he's not the one that sent it. And they said Oni looked into it, and he said no, this stamp is for the particular stamp I kept in this very office. And you see, Oni is a very intelligent man. He's an intelligent man and a very smart man at that. And his staff does not know that this man has record of each stamp that he keeps in every office, offices. Yes. The funniest thing is that they said all the stamp are not the same. Yes, they say all the stamp he has are not the same. The stamp he has in let's say Ojajamon, for instance, is different. He creates everything about that stamp, about the steel, differently, and he knows exactly when and where he uses that particular stamp for. And they said the one he has in his palace right now, like the palace stamp and seal, is also totally different. He has everything made specially also, which he can differentiate it from each. And this very one, immediately they saw it, he knew that it's from that particular company. Wonderful. I say Oni Orisha, I give you and I salute you, I greet you. Now man you be, yes, so you are a true great monarch. Yes, you know exactly what you are doing. And these people think that they can play on your intelligence. They think they can just come and just play on you. They don't know that you are damn ready. You have already seen the future. So now they said he now asked the man, he asked him again, and the man was couldn't say anything. He was shocked and he was surprised, and he knows that when Oni gets to that point, you have no choice than to just spill out the truth, because of course keeping quiet will even endanger you the more. Because why? Oni already, once it happens like that, this man don catch me, he don hold me here. And that was exactly what happened. And they said this man just opened up and said that he's one of the Oloris that came to the office and asked for his own personal stamp and seal, that he wants to write send a royal message, a letter to someone abroad. And they said they want to send a message abroad. And they said Oni was saying that he want to send why can't you people refer her back? And they said the man was saying that actually they actually said that the mistake he made, he would have even told her that he does not even know where Oni he kept it, that he has made that mistake by letting himself in. And they said Oni asked that who and who knew about this thing, and he started mentioning the other two guys that were involved. And they said Oni said he wants to see them the next day in the palace. Where I don't know. He actually said they are going to hear from him, and that was the message he sent to them. And now they said Oni asked who the person is, the person that did this, and they said they couldn't even utter a word. And immediately Oni came back, and he immediately dropped the call. He started investigating his wives, and he tried to discover who did that thing. And now they said these three guys are the next day he sent his lawyer to go and serve them a sack letter. And the lawyer got there and called them and gave them the sack letter of their life, which they least expected. And these are guys that have been working with Oni for quite some decades now. Yes, these guys have been there for decades working with him. There has never been issue. You see, that is why they say fear woman for this life. Now look at what these women are causing in the palace. One, no regard for Oni. Two, no respect, no fear, especially that fear. When they say fear is not by seeing the person that you be fidgeting, shaking. No, that's not the kind of fear we talk about. When you obey somebody, when you keep to his rule and regulation, when you try to make him happy, these things are what we call fear. Yes, this is fear. They don't have such for Oni, because it's obvious that if they have that fear for him, they would come and be doing all those things they are doing in the palace. So by them doing all these things, it shows they don't have fear for him. And meanwhile, Oniorisha is one man that people fear and respect so much. And even when Queen Naomi was there in the palace, he fears and respects this man so much. He doesn't joke with Oni with whatever that concerns Oni. You understand? And this is why we keep saying that Naomi is one true woman that loves and respects Oni so much. And that is why we are saying that Queen Naomi has to return back to that palace. Yes, so Queen Naomi has to come back to that palace, because it's like they are waiting for Queen Naomi to come back to teach them how to run things in the palace. It's obvious that they don't know how to run things in that palace. They think Oniorisha is just one person that is just like every other man out there that you can do things, play around with. No, Oni is far beyond all those things they see. It's far beyond even their former husband that they've been with. So I don't know why they will still bring those old characters, old behaviors, and come to that palace and start doing things the way they like. But they have forgotten that Oni is the Arule Oduduwa, that is not a mere man that you can come and just toy with. And now they said Oni have giving this man sack letter, and he has sacked them from the office. And in fact, as we speak, they said Oni has also replaced them with an immediate effect. My people, who will not want to work with Oni? Hey, immediately they said they just replaced them. Because why? They are CVs that are piled up there in the office, that of course there has not been vacancy. Now they have succeeded in creating job for others. Their loss and is someone else's gain. That is how life is. So yes, so your loss might be someone's gain, your someone's loss might be your gain. That is how life is. They say what goes around comes around. So now my people, this is what they said is happening in the palace as we speak. Allegedly, all these are all alleged stories. They are not first-hand information. Please don't come and penalize me by telling me that where is your evidence, where is this, prove it, is it real, is not real. I have told you they are all alleged stories. Yes, so and you guys know that as my family concerned, yes, so I will always bring here the first-hand information that I hear, even though they are not first-hand information. Allegedly, as I hear them from my source, I also come here and let you people know of the happenings around the palace and within the palace. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. I love you. I appreciate you. God bless you and have a great day.